What's up guys, TK Jones here and welcome to the Las Vegas Grand Prix weekend preview. It's Vegas baby, and we're going to have the softest compound of tires here in Vegas with C3, C4 and C5 compounds. Of course 310.05 kilometers over the course of 50 laps, and it does not look like we're going to get any rainy conditions this weekend. Drivers' Championship after the Brazilian Grand Prix, we have Sargent on 1 point below Liam Lawson with 2, and then we have Madison below Zhou and Daniel Ricciardo. Nico Hulkenberg dropping down below Bottas and Tsunoda, who is in P14. Albon with 27 points is behind 2 Alpines, with Gasly ahead of Esteban Ocon. In the top half, we have Lance Stroll behind Oscar Piastri and George Russell below Charles Leclerc, who's still down in 7th below his teammate Carlos Sainz. Lando Norris has jumped up to 5th position below Fernando Alonso, with Hamilton behind Sergio Perez in 2nd and Max Verstappen already clinching his 3rd Drivers' Championship. The Constructors' Championship, we have Haas on 12 points at the bottom of the Constructors' Championship, below Alfa Romeo with 16 points, AlphaTauri have 21 and Williams have 28 points, Alpine in 6th with 108 points, below Aston Martin, who have 261, McLaren and Ferrari probably outside of touching distance of Mercedes, who are 2nd, and of course nobody is in touching distance of Red Bull at the top of the Constructors' Championship. Hotlap of the Las Vegas Grand Prix circuit, very high speed circuit with lots of long straights going into the turn 1 hairpin now, and after that we're going to try and carry as much speed as possible through turn 2, not braking but not going flat out either, trying to find that balance in between. Then we have this nice long DRS straight, which will be followed by a 90-degree corner, which I think might aid overtaking. As close to the wall as possible, trying to graze it almost, before we go into the slowest, tightest and probably most technical part of the circuit through the chicane, and then going over to the right for this tight left-handed hairpin before we again run it all the way to the wall. Then we have a little bit of a straight, not as straight as the one before, of course we're going right and then left, all flat out of course, and of course when you're doing that you're trying to scrub as little speed off as possible. Now the exit to this corner will be crucial because we are now on a very long straight. I believe this is the Las Vegas Strip if I'm not mistaken. I see very fancy lights and screens, so I assume it is. We have DRS of course to aid overtaking. I believe there's going to be lots of overtaking considering how long the straight is and how long you have DRS for. Into the chicane, cutting right over this curb over there before we get onto another long straight, which leads us to the final corner of the track, which is flat out, so not really a corner, onto the main straight to end our hot lap of the Las Vegas Grand Prix. Qualifying predictions for the Las Vegas Grand Prix. It's the first time we're here, so not quite sure how the cars are going to respond and which cars are going to be faster than which, but the rest of the season has given us a small idea of who usually comes up on top, and that is usually Max Verstappen. I've gone for pole position from him with the 2 Ferraris behind him and Lando Norris in 4th, Perez in 5th position with Alonso qualifying 6th ahead of Hamilton, and Lance Stroll, Albon in 9th and Ocon in 10th. Las Vegas Grand Prix race predictions. Are we going to see fireworks during this race? I'm actually pretty excited to see what will happen. I've gone for Verstappen win ahead of Alonso and Leclerc on the podium. Actually very interested to see what the podium's gonna look like. It better be pretty impressive. We have Perez in 4th with Alonso getting driver of the day and Max getting fastest lap. In Brazil, I correctly predicted Max to win the race, Lando to finish 2nd, Lando to win driver of the day and Lando to get fastest lap, which is 4 out of possible 6 predictions correct, which I believe is my best performance so far this season. So Brazil was pretty kind. Weekend schedule for the Vegas Grand Prix, and we have some very funky stuff going on. So on Thursday, we're going to have FP1 at 20:30 to 21:30, and on Friday, we're going to have FP2 at midnight to 1 in the morning, and FP3 at 20:30 to 21:30, and on Saturday is qualifying at midnight to 1 in the morning, and the race at 22. Now, the important thing here is these are track times. So on the F1 app, I worked out that it actually works out to the normal Friday, Saturday, Sunday schedule for people closer to the Greenwich Meridian line like myself. But if you're living further to the west, then this is your schedule: Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yeah. Anyway, if you have enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and leave your predictions down in the comment section below. And from me, DK Jones, I'll see you next time.